Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, the third episode of Season 10 of Hallmark's When Calls the Heart, titled Oh Baby, features a number of thrilling happenings in Hope Valley. There are several tourists visiting the town to take in the charm of Hope Springs, and they'd bring along a curious pair of guests who might cause more trouble than the locals expect. Rosemary, who will shortly give birth to her child, will receive a sweet surprise from Elizabeth and the other women at the same time. Although not everyone in Hope Valley is pleased about the change, it is coming. The therapeutic hot springs have become well known. Wall Lucas finds a clever way to get Henry out of jail. Thanks in large part to Rosemary's piece in the Valley Voice, word about Hope Springs is getting out and tourists are starting to pour into Hope Valley. Some locals are happy to have them. The enterprising Ned Yost has already established a bicycle rental company. Bill Avery, the mayor, isn't as enthusiastic. He won't have the hot springs to himself anymore, for one thing. Additionally, all of these guests are a hassle, especially when they park their automobiles where he usually ties his horse. Bill meets Madeline Street John, who is in town with her conceited son, Jamie, and starts to view the foreigners in a different perspective. He has feelings for the affluent Philadelphian, but could her visit have a secret agenda? She calls an unidentified person at the end of the episode. She remarks, "These are great people. Are you certain that this is the only path? This is not a good idea." Rosemary's due date is getting closer and closer, and the closer it gets, the more anxious she becomes. She may be anxious, but at her core, Rosemary remains the same. Rosemary keeps trying to take charge of the organizing of Elizabeth's best friend's baby shower by providing lists of permitted activities and specific cuisine recommendations. Rosemary is unaware that Elizabeth and the other ladies in the community have made covered plans to hold the shower a week sooner than scheduled. After escorting the soon-to-be mother to Fiona's beauty salon for a day of treatment, Elizabeth returns her to the cafe where all of her friends are waiting to surprise her. Rosemary receives some great gifts at the lovely party, of course. What's more, her pals encourage her that she'll make a terrific mother. The former theater diva is instructed by Elizabeth to consider motherhood as your greatest role. Rosemary is fully aware of Elizabeth's plans, but it does not mean that she does not value the effort. "You were aware of my anxiety. You want to support me through it even though you knew I had misgivings," she says. Elizabeth responds, "Supporting other mothers is a vital aspect of motherhood." Last week, when Lucas sat down to play poker with Elizabeth's Aunt Agatha, we were reminded of his aptitude with the cards. He uses those abilities again this week, although he's playing a somewhat different game this time. As Henry Gowan awaits sentencing for his part in the mine explosion, Lucas, former business colleague Jerome Smith, is still in the area by claiming that by detonating the mine, he actually did them both a favor. Lucas asked Jerome to abandon his lawsuit against Henry. There is a significant likelihood that there would have been another collapse if they had gone ahead with the reopening. Due to a report that stated the mine wasn't safe, there might have been fatalities and legal repercussions for Lucas and Smith. Smith is unmoved. Later, the engineer denied writing the report, perhaps under intense pressure from Smith. He also happened to die a few weeks ago, so he is no longer able to give a testimony. How practical. Lucas, though, remains persistent in his efforts to prevent Henry from going to jail. A statement that the engineer signed before he passed away is sent to Lucas by his widow. He claims in the document that Smith's bribe caused him to withdraw his report. It appears like Lucas has a secret weapon. Smith might go to jail if he provides the judge with a statement. The dishonest businessman decides against taking a chance and drops his lawsuit against Henry. But things take a turn. Smith is never shown the declaration by Lucas. The only thing in the envelope, which he gives to Hickam to store somewhere secure, is a blank sheet of paper. Smith was taken in by Lucas' bluff. All of this indicates that Henry will avoid prison. As you can anticipate, he's not all that excited about that. In order to deal with his guilt over the mine explosion that claimed the lives of so many men years earlier, he wants to pay his own bill and go to prison. As it turns out, Henry's actions had a pleasant surprise. He detonated the mine, which resulted in the hot springs and may have improved the future of Hope Valley. In other parts of this, When Calls the Heart episode, Faith allows Nathan to accompany her on her rounds, but only unwillingly. What does Rosemary have in her trunk that she doesn't want you to see? Is it one of her vintage acting costumes? Lucas makes the nice suggestion to Elizabeth that they make their wedding cake from an old family recipe. The low-key bride-to-be gets scared before realizing he's joking when he suggests they wrap the cake with gold leaf. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.